I know you've addressed this one too. Do you think Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah takes that step in year 3 after kind of a disappointing year last year?
Well, it was interesting because, like, I think a lot of the times we focus on so much that happens on the field that we kind of like forget that like these guys go through stuff outside of football. And we don't look at football like we look at every other job, which is as a job. But that's kind of what it is, right? You're going to work as a football player. You get paid, you go to work, and as much as I love my job and you love your job, right? Like there's times we walk in and it feel like job, right? Like it just feels like a job. No matter how much you love your job is your job. So with JOK, the situation that happened with him with his brother, unfortunate, was something that I couldn't imagine would not have an effect on his ability to do his job. You know what I mean? So I think that was something that impacted him. There was obviously a lot of chaos at the position. The defensive tackle play was very poor. And then you got into this point at the season where everybody was just doing whatever they felt like needed to be done to fix the defense. So everybody on the defense was going Lone Ranger. And JOK is one of those guys who is allowed to go Lone Ranger, but it's hard to go Lone Ranger when everybody else is doing it, right? Like if you look at Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and those great defenses, Troy Polamalu, that great defense that they had in Pittsburgh, you'll notice that those are the only guys that were allowed to go Lone Ranger in that defense, because if Troy is doing something, he's doing it with the assumption that everybody else is doing this on the field, including my own players. The same thing with Ed Reed, the same thing with Ray Lewis. When you get to the point to where everybody freelancing, then nobody can freelance well, because then it's just chaos at that point, right? You're not taking a guess. So his play style was hampered by the just breakdown within everybody to just stay disciplined and do what they're asked to do on the defense. And I think that more than anything, including his off the field situation, had an impact on his play. And now that he's going to have Jim Schwartz there's going to be more of a structure, more trust in that structure. And then his ability to make plays will be enhanced off of that, because now he can trust that, hey, if I do this, my teammates will be where they're supposed to be. So I'm not going to give up the big play, or that's actually going to be open like I anticipated to be open.